Okay, picture this. It sounds like a complete humanitarian disaster, right? Hundreds of thousands of Haitians being forced to return to a country already in chaos. But what if someone argued this could be the single best thing to ever happen to Haiti? Well, that's the incredibly provocative idea from author Jacques Jean-Baptiste that we're going to unpack today.
Now, before we get into the really controversial part, Jean-Baptiste makes one thing absolutely clear. He gets the fear. You know, for so many Haitians who've built new lives, the idea of going back isn't some happy homecoming. As he puts it, it's straight up terrifying. And he says we have to start by acknowledging that very real human emotion.
And why is it so terrifying? Well, the author doesn't sugarcoat it. He points directly to the brutal reality on the ground. We're talking about widespread lawlessness, powerful gangs controlling huge areas like Port-au-Prince, and a government that's, well, it's completely fractured. He isn't trying to ignore the chaos. Actually, his entire argument is built right on top of it. And right here, after laying out all that chaos, is where he makes this just stunning pivot. He argues that this mass forced return could be the single greatest gift Haiti has ever received. I know, it sounds kind of crazy. So let's follow his logic and see how he gets there.
So here it is, the core of his idea, laid out right next to each other. On one hand, you've got the obvious view. This is a curse. It's forced deportation. It's fueled by fear and resentment, and it means facing total instability. But Jean-Baptiste completely flips the script. He asks us to look at it as a gift, a once-in-a-generation chance for Haiti to rebuild itself from the inside out.
So how on earth could this gift actually work? Well, the author's logic really hangs on one single powerful idea, a massive transfer of what you might call human capital. He's basically arguing that what America is about to lose, Haiti is about to gain in a huge, game-changing way. This quote really says it all. This is the central dynamic he's proposing. In his eyes, it's almost like a zero-sum game. The very same people who are a loss to one country's economy and social fabric could become an immediate and transformative gain for another.
So first up, let's look at his argument for what the U.S. loses in this situation. We're not just talking about numbers. We're talking about a massive, hardworking labor force. These are taxpayers. These are people contributing to businesses, to school systems. People who are woven into the social fabric of their communities. They came for the American dream, and in a lot of ways, they ended up helping to build it.
So then, here's the other side of the coin, and this is the crucial part, what Haiti gains. It's not just about a large number of people returning, it's about who is returning. People who've been trained and educated in the U.S. system. They're bringing back energy, discipline, and yes, American dollars. But it's so much more. They're bringing global perspectives, connections, and expertise in skilled trades, finance, IT, nursing. They've seen firsthand how things like security and social services are supposed to function. These are all things Haiti desperately needs. But, and believe me, this is a huge but, the author is very clear that this amazing positive outcome isn't a sure thing. It's not automatic. He says it all depends on a really fundamental and probably very difficult shift in mindset from everyone involved. And this is the catch. For this whole idea to work, two massive mindset shifts have to happen at the exact same time. First, the people being sent back, they have to reframe this. Stop seeing it as a tragedy to be fought and start seeing it as a mission, an opportunity to repair their homeland. And just as important, the people already in Haiti have to see these new arrivals not as an invasion taking scarce resources, but as reinforcements, as partners, and even as new customers.
Jean-Baptiste really emphasizes this point. It's all about welcoming people with open arms, not just with open hands looking for a handout. It's about seeing them as partners who are bringing in valuable resources and knowledge. That's the only way a real, true collaboration can even begin.
So, let's say this massive mindset shift actually happens. What's the endgame? Well, according to the author, this is what opens the door to a completely new horizon for Haiti. It takes it from just some theoretical idea to something tangible, something actually within reach.
So what does this actually look like in practice? The author lays out a bit of a roadmap. Step 1, welcome people with dignity and respect. But from there, it has to move fast into real strategy and planning. It's about using this moment for Haitians to chart their own path forward, instead of just waiting for corrupt politicians or violent gangs to decide the country's fate for them. It's a chance to truly reconnect and repair the nation's roots.
And that right there is the powerful conclusion to his whole argument. A new Haiti is absolutely possible,
The potential is limitless, but the one key condition, the absolute non-negotiable part of the deal, is that Haitians themselves have to be the ones to lead the way. It's a vision of profound self-reliance born out of a moment of deep crisis.
So, what Jean-Baptiste presents us with is this incredibly provocative reframing, turning a humanitarian crisis into a nation-building opportunity. And it leaves us all with this final, really challenging question. Can a journey that starts with force and fear truly end with the voluntary, hopeful construction of a new home?